Hello, my name is Poe Huxley, Night City historian. I chronicle some of the lesser known events and characters in Night City. This Datashard explores the story of Anthony Harris. This is a gruesome chronicle of his deeds. Those of you with weak stomachs have been warned. The serial killer known as Peter Pan, or Anthony Harris, responsible for missing teenage boys in Night City, had a disturbing method of torturing his victims. If you want to know more about his life, his methods, his possible objectives, this is the shard for you.
And where are you up to, Mike? Come here, you rascal. You'll hurt yourself. Tony will take good care of you. Easy now.
Anthony Harris had a troubled childhood. Recovered brain dances as his memories show him being reprimanded by a teacher for injecting human growth hormone into his friend's turtle, killing it. His mother died when he was young, and his father was an angry, depressed man. Pestilence took over his livestock and effectively killed his farm. It is implied his father took his own life. He is shown being hit by his father for forgetting to adjust the nutrient levels for the livestock.
Get something?
I asked you a question!
I don't know.
And he was also obsessed with a creepy cartoon of cows being milked. We can sort of see where the inspiration for his torture methods came from. Later on, Harris would set up a webpage offering support for those suffering from drug addiction. He had a hidden webpage on his website that would call on young men to get into contact with him for additional support. Entries on the site include: I know who you are. You're the boy that's been rejected by society, left to fend for himself, misunderstood by his family, and deprived of real friends. I was once like you. You can stay here as long as you like, because you just found your new home. I have a secret. Special treatment that'll not only get you back on your feet, but will also free up that weight from your mind and your shoulders, make you limitless. Everything you need to bust out of your shackles, you'll find them in my haven. You'll become superhuman, resistant to sickness, strong, healthy, invincible. I live here with my friends. They come here because they're fed up with seeing their life go to waste, just like you. Think of me as a farmer who looks after his livestock. Truly disturbing stuff. He would get close with his victims online, masquerading as a gentle, understanding figure who also had endured hardship in his life. Using his admin privileges, Anthony Harris gained access to the IP addresses of young men who contacted him, allowing him to locate his victims. He would send them gifts to make them feel like they owed him, and proceeding to ask them to meet up. A search of his house yielded 3 interesting shards: Understand Your Teen, Manipulation Easier Than You Think, and The Joy and Influence 5 Simple Rules, the latter of which has some interesting entries. Rule 2, practice the rule of reciprocity. Make sure people always feel like they owe you something. And Rule 5, make people like you. People like people who are similar to them, never forget it. These 2 rules are important because you can see how he uses them in his webpage and the emails he sends to his victims. No doubt in his twisted mind, he used these to understand the teenage psyche and to improve his predatorial tactics. Anthony Harris would eventually be stopped by a routine roadside inspection with an unconscious teen in septic shock, reported missing a month earlier, along with the possessions and genetic material of 7 other teenagers. The missing teen was given dangerously high levels of hormones, anabolic steroids, and stimulants, and would not survive much longer. Anthony Harris would try and flee the scene, but he would be put into a coma from a bullet wound, making interrogation impossible. However, this breakthrough in the case would lead an ex-NCPD officer and merc for hire to find his lair of torture. Inside of a barn for cattle, his victims were found hooked up to infusion pumps being pumped full of fluids. 5 victims were found with enlarged thyroids, muscular atrophy, rapid heart rate, and stimulated aggression. Some were even in a conscious state. As of the recording of this shard, we still do not know what his motives were. Given that his home had files and shards pertaining to brain dances and black market brain dances, I would guess that he was trying to create some of his own, maybe to sell, maybe because that's where he gets his jollies from, and he wanted to continuously explore the tortured minds of his victims. An article of Meatman was also found on his computer screen. Meatman is another serial killer. An article of Meatman was found on one of his computer screens. Meatman is another serial killer in Night City, and perhaps there's a link between the 2. What do you think? Was he just a sick, cold-blooded murderer? Or did he have another motive? Let me know in the comments down below. Anyways, my name is Poe Huxley. I hope you enjoyed this story. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. Bye.